Yeah, let's give a quick shout out to Christina Applegate.
Yeah, bottles on me, long as someone drink it. Never drop the ball, fuck it, y'all thinking. Making sure the young money ship is never sinking. About to set it off in this bitch, Jada Pinkett. I shouldn't have drove, tell me how I'm getting home. You too fine to be laying down in bed alone. I can teach you how to speak my language, Rosetta Stone. I swear this life is like the sweetest thing I've ever known. About to go Thriller, Mike Jackson on these niggas. All I need's a fucking red jacket with some zippers. Super good Smith-O, a package of the swishers. Did it overnight, it couldn't happen any quicker. Y'all know them, well fucking me either. Point the biggest skeptic, gotta make them a believer. It wouldn't be the first time I done it, throwing hundreds where I should be throwing ones, bitch, I run it. Yeah, I swear I got this shit that make these bitches go insane. So they tell me that they love me, I know better than it's just game. It's just what comes with the fame, and I'm ready for that, I'm just saying. But I really can't complain, everything is kosher. 2 thumbs up, Eva and Roper. I really can't see the end getting any closer, but I'll probably still be the man when everything is over. So I'm riding through the city with my high beams on. Can you see me, can you see me, get your vibes in on. Y'all just do not fit the picture, turn your widescreen on. If you think it, I'ma quit before I die, dream on. Man, they treat me like a legend, am I really this cold? I'm really too young to be feeling this old. It's about time you admit it, who you kidding? Man, nobody's ever done it like I did it. Your money. It's what I'ma do till it's over, 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 till it's over.
Oh, Joko, we're just laughing at this man. We're just laughing at him now.
You gotta eat the lettuce, right? Just straight up eat the lettuce.
It's true, Dr. Doback. You've been very cold and unsupportive of our dreams.
You wrecked my fucking boat, you goon!
Rec league, I ain't paying the ball. Y'all be string like a broke guitar, and he still put it down like a family dog. Yeah, I murder some, murder one, clean it up, further son. We ain't gotta sing the same old love song. Cut a white girl with the same black gloves on. Yeah, what you saying to it? Old money, look, no money, don't do it.
I'll be planning the next Discord movie night soon.
Back if I'm looking at a pretty act. What's the match now? They want to smoke niggas when they black them out, so we acted out. Blue dream by the bouquet till I'm face on Tuesday. Can I have some? Hashtag be like, put a plus 18 on the E-right. I said what I felt, no be right. Nah, they can't hold me. June line, drop some, not double dare you. I mark some, some scorch winners, I burn artists. Gut niggas, so Kurt Bonner, Bonner got a crush on. I gotta wait in line for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got a rhyme with that. 2 true like 2 chains, blue blood like you both gangs.
Grace and I have. It's very interesting to see how Twitter handles Keemstar.
Shove one of those fake hearing devices so far up your ass, you can hear the sound of your small intestine as it produces shit.
Alright, hope you know I'm trying to see you talk. Alright, 6 figures for the whip. No chance, you catch me down bad. P90, aim straight for your head. Calling on my bitch, and she know she at the top of the list. And she put up with her friends, so I tell her throw it back, and then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck, and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck, and her ass real fat, yeah. She keep on saying that she never had a nigga like this. Shake it up, still the realest nigga in the mix. Why they always acting like a nigga ain't shit? Talk them slick, then we empty out the clip. 6 figures for the whip, bitch. You ain't gon' tell me shit. Shit stuck to my body, I'm the dog, she the tick. Tell the God, pussy, this ain't no motherfucking facade. My niggas comfy at the top, we ain't never took a loss. Demon girls, land chain fangs, got an OnlyFans, fucking on a succubus. I feel like I'm devil man, bloody when I'm up in there. Harness with a pentagram, how you get a black hole independent, it was in the plan. She's fucked, yeah, same, that's my bitch. Corpse got it tatted in my I throw it back, and then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat. Tell her throw it back, then I blow it back. Drop it down low, let them know it's like that. Feel like I'm hexed, yeah, that bitch bad. Collar on her neck and her ass real fat, yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's January 13th, 2023. Fuck! I'm dyslexic. Thank you for the subscription. Hello, everybody. Hello. We're going to let a few more people cram in here for one more minute. I am going to pull everything up here. But I hope your day's going well. It's Friday, bitch! It's Friday, and you know what that means. With Friday comes bad takes from people, and when it comes to bad takes, Friday the 13th is maybe the worst time to have a bad take, because it just really it really spells bad luck for certain people. One of them is Ethan Klein. This man, I have so much to say about Ethan. Thank you, Beaverman, for the membership into the Chads. You are a fucking legend. Let's get it started. Oh, hello. Happy Friday 13th, motherfucker. The camera's broken. No. What happened? Oh, God. What's happening? Oh, no. Uh-oh. We have technical difficulty issues. Oh no. No. This is a horrible time to be a streamer. There we go. Okay, now we're good. Everything's fine. Welcome to the show. This is already starting off really well with the Friday the 13th aesthetic of bad luck bullshit that happens. So, thank you. Thank you for coming out on a Friday. I know all of you have lives being online as we are here on the YouTube scape and being streamers and people that enjoy streamers. It would not be a Chris and Ark stream without technical difficulties. Incredibly true, Cinternet. The reason for that is because I am known as the man that can't press buttons by Keemstar. So, the camera just tried to fuck me over. Let me get back on track. We're going to be talking about Ethan Klein. Now, I do want to say something about why I dislike Ethan Klein. It took a long time to get to this part. It's not just because I worked with Keemstar that I dislike Ethan. It's been a long time coming. Ethan has done a lot of stupid shit. Shit that anyone in this fucking sphere would be ridiculed to death for. But for some reason, Ethan gets a pass. Ethan always gets a pass. And it never sits right with me how he's always gotten like this weird pass. And now he's hanging out with Hassan, and Hassan's been whispering in his little ear. Thank you for the re-up of the Loser Gamers membership. Ethan Klein, the professional brain dead idiot. True. But when it comes to Ethan, there's a lot to say about him. There's the NRA incident, the one where he said, I wish somebody would come to my house so I can unlock my shotgun cabinet. That's another good one. Him doxing not only his fans doxing Brantley, and then his crew doxing the wrong person that was not Amaranth's husband. That's another good one. What else? Man, there's like a laundry list of shit. The allegations in regard to Teddy Steele or Teddy Fresh stealing designs. Not Teddy Steele's. Teddy Steele's is entirely different. You should go over and buy some Teddy Steele's merch. I know I have my hat still. I know I'm shilling for Keem, but I actually do like the designs because first off, Magical Porpoise made the designs for the second drop, and I love Magical Porpoise's artwork. So, Teddy Fresh controversies. What else? What else is there? Oh, man. There's like a laundry list. Man, there's a lot. Trying to get Keemstar deplatformed, starting the sponsorship wars. What else? Man, am I missing something, chat? Am I missing something? I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like there's something that's just like, that's just, it's not sitting right with me. There's I know I'm missing something. Oh, right. Blaming Keem for a certain streamer. had an incident that lost his life and blaming Keemstar for that, which is untrue in all of its forms. I've defend Keem on that to my dying breath because it's the right fucking thing to do. Keem had nothing to do with that, but H3 decided to dig that up and weaponize it. The Ben Shapiro controversy is also a good one. Come on, chat. Let's keep going through the laundry list of just stupid shit H3 has done. God damn, there's a lot. Oh, man. Jesus Christ. What else? What else, chat? Because damn, I know I went through all this shit like 100 times, but it still always shocks me that this much stuff has been perpetrated on YouTube in particular. And he has yet to really have any significant backlash other than, you know, like YouTube striking him like once or twice and then he loses the strike after a while. But saying the awful shit that he's been saying for years doesn't constitute anything when it comes to him. But when it comes to his detractors, he's all for dancing on their graves. Now, I want to preface this stream because this take that Ethan had and put up on his channel, up on his Twitter account, which the downfall of Def Noodles and Ethan is Twitter. Like, Twitter is literally Ethan's kryptonite. He does not know how to handle Twitter at all. And he gets really mad at all that shit. Oh, he also had the tops and bottoms conversation with one of his gay viewers. That was another one that was pretty good. But Twitter will be the downfall of Ethan. It will be. It always has been. Def Noodle, the minute Def Noodles got his Twitter account back, what happened? Completely destroyed himself. Ethan gets suspended for a while. Ethan Klein comes back. And he's been relatively dormant on Twitter. Relatively dormant on Twitter for a while now. And he comes back. He comes back with this take. Now, I'm going to preface why he had this take. There's two situations going on right now. One is by a man named Andrew, who is the owner and owner of the channel, Channel 5, which was how do I explain it? He did interviews with controversial people. He's made a lot of content over the years. Good friend of the Kleins. Then you have Justin Roiland, who is the co-creator of Rick and Morty. Now, the situation involving both of these people is ongoing. The situation involving Andrew in particular is very, very damning. And Justin Roiland has been hit for domestic battery. Now, what do all of these people have in common? What do they all have in common? I want you guys to really, really think about that. Really think about it. I want you guys to really think, what do these people have in common? Being on H3H3's podcast. Now, I know you can't blame Ethan for that stuff. You can't do it. It's stupid to blame Ethan for it. But there's a huge asterisk next to that. Ethan felt obligated to tweet this statement out. Famous men should not have random hookups, especially involving alcohol with fans. Period. Ever. This is all getting to be too much. Like, he's the one that's somehow involved with all of this. Ethan, you didn't have to tweet this out. There's no reason to. And I get it. You're sitting back going, well, I saw somebody, an auntie in the chat over there saying, well, rape is bad. Are you going to say that rape's bad? Yeah, no shit, rape's bad, you fucking dumbass. But the concept of this tweet annoyed me. And let me explain why. He puts in the connotation that famous men should not have random hookups at all. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Random hookups are a thing. Guys, I'm going to shock your minds. I know everybody in the commentary community is terminally online. But there is this thing called hooking up. Oh my God, right? It's incredible. Two men, two women, or whatever your sexual preference is, fuck each other. It's called fucking. And you fuck. It's no big deal. It's a sexual act. Who cares? But apparently being famous in Ethan's eyes states that you can't have those random hookups if you start to become famous. Why is that? Why is that? Huh. It's because the man is out of touch with reality. And I'm not saying it's because he's married and has like this conservative value on like people shouldn't hook up. It's because he's trying to say that people that are famous men can't hook up because of allegations that come out against them. Now, it doesn't matter if someone's a famous man or a famous woman. You remove the other part of this, Ethan, the other half of the equation, but yeah, sure. And he states this to make it out like all famous men will have these kinds of allegations against them. Let me just like blow your mind real quick. Let me blow your mind, guys. I am going to shock you all, and you're never going to be able to recover from this. It's going to be something that you won't ever see coming. Rich, famous, poor, not famous. Just treat the other person with baseline respect. If they're too drunk, don't have sex with them. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not. It doesn't matter if you have a following or not. It doesn't matter if it's a fan or not. The concept still states you shouldn't engage in sexual acts with people when they are not in the right state of cognizant mind. I feel like that is just something that normal human beings, rich or famous, understand the concept of. I'm blowing your minds. Holy shit. Respect others. God forbid you respect another human being. How could you? How could I? How could I say something like that? It's so wrong of me. It's so wrong of me. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure why Ethan doesn't understand that. That's all he had to say. Just be respectful to the opposite gender. Oh. I feel like that's something that conservatives, liberals, fucking libertarians, we can all kind of be on the same page. You're like, hey, if somebody's too fucking drunk, or if a woman or a man is too fucking drunk, or if somebody is uncomfortable with the situation, don't keep trying to have sex with them. Oh my fucking God. I just blew your minds. Only brave statements made here on the Kristen Narc channel. Only brave statements here. Guys, seriously, only brave statements. And if you disagree, I'm going to treat you like Hassan and start calling you a Nazi. I think I'm going to just take the Hassan approach and say you're a Nazi if you start to act this way. Because apparently to Ethan, famous men can't have random hookups. People can't have random hookups. Who gives a shit? Well, fame and money can be a power disadvantage. Okay. The concept still remains. Doesn't matter if you're famous or not. Still have baseline human respect for people. Doesn't matter if there's a power differential at that point. What matters is if you're using the power differential to your advantage. If you're just being a fucking creep to be a creep, the power differential kind of gets thrown out of the window, in my opinion. And it's still you being a fucking creep. Like, I don't give a shit if you're George Clooney or if you're a random Joe Schmo. If you're a fucking creep, you're a creep. You're a creep. Oh my God. Men or women, it doesn't matter. You're still a creep. $5 from Julian. Just treat people with respect. Have responsibility for alcohol consumption. Don't SA people, no matter if you're famous or not. Wow. Only brave statements here made by Kristen Narc fans. Where we really push the boundaries of what is controversial on this fucking shit. It's so retarded. It's retarded I'm having this conversation right now. So I have a couple of responses because Ethan's tweet was so nuclearly stupid to so many people that saw through it immediately. Let's go over some examples. We're going to go over this. Don't you worry. We're going to go over that. We're going to go over that. Just wait. Actually, I can't show the Justin Wang stuff just yet. My favorite one is from Pimp Master Yoda. I love Pimp Master Yoda. He's funny. If you ever got divorced, he'd have to try dating again in a world where a lot of people know his face. And let's be honest, most YouTubers or streamers wouldn't sleep with him. They got better options. He'd have to date a crazy fan chick. I didn't say it. But Pimp Master Yoda kind of just put it out there. It's kind of obvious. Listen, if Ethan got divorced, he would have to have sex with fans. Kind of a based fact right there. I'm sorry. Tipster, with another base take. To all famous people, say no to groupies. Because Ethan said so. Exactly. You're not allowed to have sex with your groupies. You're not allowed to have sex with anybody. Put your hands up. This is a good Christian platform that doesn't allow sex of any kind. 0. You're not allowed to have sex. Anyone that knows creating content makes you either a sexual degenerate or an incel. There's no in between. You can't be normal on the internet. You're either a complete sexual deviant that gets people to drink piss, or you think that having sex with women is, quote, gay. There's no in between. There's no in between, guys. Apparently, normal people don't exist that are famous or are just normal people. But apparently those people don't exist in Ethan Klein's world. That just really kind of like brings it all around right there. So obviously everyone's just memeing the fuck out of Ethan right now. His whole entire take is so retarded. So a couple of people responded to Ethan's stupid fucking tweet. Leon Lush, a respected channel. We live in a timeline where teenagers can grow audience of millions seemingly overnight. Expecting them to stop living normal social lives because of how many people follow them is absurd. You can be famous and still be a man that treats women appropriately. Wow. That's so controversial, Leon. How could you say that? Leon? It's so controversial. Leon Lush, just the most controversial person on Twitter for this take. And I don't know if I can stand by that. I don't know if I can do it. This is retarded. That these arguments are even happening. That Ethan even started this dialogue in the first place. I am completely confused why Ethan tweeted this out, other than to denounce his friends because his fan base is going to eat him alive. See, guys, I just figured it out. Ethan's really afraid of his audience. Really afraid of his audience, because these are the kinds of people that if you find that they find that you're associating with somebody that they don't like later on, they'll eat you alive because you have no morals. You have no consistency. Ethan has none of that. He has to immediately put up a defensive front and being like, well, I'm not involved in this and I need to make a comment immediately. You don't have to make a comment. All you did was interview these people. You could say, yeah, the situation with Justin is fucked. Andrew, it's fucked. That's all you didn't have to blanket statement all famous men. It doesn't make any sense. It's just you looking like you're covering it looks like you're covering your ass, dude. That's what it looks like to me. And it looks like to everybody. But hey, you know what? Maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe I'm just so used to Ethan just saying stupid fucking bullshit. Here's another one by another respectable channel, Omni. Nothing wrong with random hookups, as long as it's between two consenting adults. Again, another incredibly controversial statement from the commentary community / news community. Controversial is the norm. How could we say these awful things? Ethan is the only one that's right. He's such a fucking genius. My favorite one, by Willie Mack Show, because based is all hell. Hooking up is okay and normal behavior. Lol. I know I just went on a fucking rant about my points about it, but I think Willie Mack Show just incorporates all of it in a really good spot. Beaverman Member for 1 month. Ethan pushed so hard for making Keemstar a pedo, but he's not going to talk shit about his famous friends. One's an R word and the other one's abuser. That is also a good point, Beaver Man. That is a good point. And think about that. That's a good point. That is a good point. So, Willie Mac show with the base take. Hooking up is okay and normal behavior. Lol. Yes. Yeah. Guys. I'm going to shock the world. I'm going to shock you guys. Having sex with people is normal. It's normal. Listen, having sex is normal. Famous or not, you're fine. Now, the people that are arguing the power differential stuff that I'm seeing on Twitter is retarded, because I understand that these two individuals in question are famous people, and the power differential comes in the argument of, well, they're famous, so they'll have a higher opportunity to have situations like this happen to them. Okay. Let me shoot this back at you. Maybe, just maybe, these people that are famous shouldn't be shitty people. They shouldn't SA people. They shouldn't follow people and try to R-word them. They shouldn't do domestic battery. You know, like just little shit like that. Like just baseline human understanding of like, hey, maybe be a good person regardless if you're famous or not is a difference. Because these people, from what I understand, and based on the Andrew thing, there was no conversation of like, there was a power imbalance. He groomed me. He used his influence to drag me in and do this awful shit that I understand. I may be wrong, but that's from what I understand. Then the situation with Justin, it was with a girl that he met or a girlfriend, and then something happened. He abused her. Okay, but there's no power imbalance there. It's just them being shitty people. Remove them being famous, and if these were two Joe Schmoes on the street, we'd be like, that guy's an asshole. He needs to go to jail. It doesn't matter if they're famous or not in this context. Ethan trying to say that all famous people need to be put under this umbrella doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay. So after Ethan gets his ass tanned on Twitter, or defended, whatever you want to fucking look at it, he decides to post a video on the Ethan Klein channel. Now, thank God he kept this video up, because I'm going to bet you money it's going to go down eventually. I love this video. I've seen clips of it, and I love it already. It's honestly just maybe the best video Ethan Klein has ever put out in his entire life. It's already been archived to death. Everyone archives this shit. There's no way you don't. It's like archiving controversial figures. You think that you don't archive their videos? You are out of your mind if you think those videos aren't archived almost instantaneously once it is uploaded. Because I find that hilarious. That's my favorite shit on planet Earth to me. Let's get into the video called I'm Sorry Guys, but this needs to stop. At least he preferences it with I'm sorry. Listen, I'm going to be honest, Ethan. Hassan needs to get out of your ear. He needs to. You got to disband the Leftovers podcast. It's so bad. I really don't like how close the camera is to his face either. Thank you, Karma, for the $10. You and Soul are the best. I don't like how close this camera is. I don't need to see up Ethan's nose. I don't need to see the quadruple chin. I don't need to see any of it. It honestly makes me uncomfortable. Plus, his eye is just like giving up.
Guys, doing my first ever cell phone video. This has never been done before. In fact, I'm out here on vacation with...
Listen, Ethan is setting trends. There's never been a video... There's never been a phone video uploaded in your life. And if you think you did, you're wrong. Ethan did it. Ethan did it first.
My fam, the kids are asleep. Everyone's asleep. And listen, I had something on my mind. So I said, hey, I got a cell phone. I think I could just upload it directly. And I got something that I really want to get your guys' opinion on.
Okay, first off, you shouldn't cultivate your opinions based on your audience. You should cultivate them based on your own morals and values. And then on top of that, try to figure out the situation more in depth on a logical basis. That's how I develop my opinions on people, on situations, on politics, on any of it. If you have to poll a bunch of people before that opinion gets put out, maybe it's not the best opinion. Like, if you're going to be confident in yourself, just be confident in yourself. Say the fucking statement. Why are you getting the opinion of your already rabid fan base that you know is going to agree with you? That is, you're literally just getting yes men to say yes. Yes, Ethan. Yes, Papa Ethan. Obviously, you are right. You are right. You're not asking people that counter your narratives, that maybe counter your opinion. You're only asking people that already agree with you.
I tweeted out something today that was in effect saying something like famous men should not have random sex with anyone, especially fans and when alcohol's involved. And there was some people that agreed, obviously, but there was a lot of...
There's some people that agreed, obviously. So he's already setting up that he already thinks his opinion is the right one. Because he goes, there's already a people that... Look, it's literally in the text. And there was some people that agreed, obviously, already stating that he believes his opinion's the right one. It doesn't matter already what is happening. He already in his brain wormed it in there that he is correct. So then why is he asking his fan base for another opinion? It doesn't make any sense. You already wormed out of your mouth that I'm obviously right without inferring that you said you were obviously right. Come on, Ethan.
People, I saw this comment, well, what's the point of becoming famous then? And that kind of begs the question, like, well, if the reason you're becoming famous is for the sole reason of having lots of random sex with women, that's going to be a problem. And listen, I'm saying this, man, I've had to.
Quick question. How many times has Post Malone, like, honestly, like all the people that he knows, they've probably hooked up with fuck tons of people, Post Malone included. Post Malone's probably fucked more women than anyone that he knows. So, it doesn't, like, listen, what's the point of being famous? You do realize that some of those were probably memes on your take, right? Most people become famous because they want to feel valued. They want to feel valued. They want the riches. They want the money. They want the money. They want the house. They want the car. They want the hot wife or husband. They want sense of security. They want to be known. Like, all of those factors are in there. Yes, people fuck. It is a byproduct of being famous. You have to deal with that. Men or woman has to deal with the fact that people are gonna want to fuck you. It's just how it is. Ethan Klein went harder on Logan Paul than his friend Andrew. True. GMZ's actually right on that one.
I have friends who are being basically...
Joke's on you, I want a husband and wife. Okay, listen, if you want a polyamorous relationship like the Mormons, whatever, go for it. I don't fucking care.
Doing horrible things, right, and getting called out. And it's happening way too much. This is happening way too much. And I think to myself, how is it that there's so many men, famous men, who are still doing this shit despite knowing that that this is a problem, that it's going to come out.
But why? Wait, hold on. So you're talking about the concept of somebody doing something horrible, trying to engage in sexual relations with fans and random hookups, doing horrible shit like SA stuff, right? Like Andrew and domestic battery with Justin Roiland. So you're trying to compare all hookups with fans and regular people to those concepts or to other concepts of famous people doing horrible shit. That doesn't make any sense because those are isolated incidents of fucking horrible people that became famous. There are normal people that are famous that fuck a lot of people and don't have SA allegations, rape allegations, none of that shit. or it's proven incorrect or false that those allegations that are presented to them are false. So what the fuck are you talking about, Ethan? Beaverman with the 5. Hila's biggest mistake when going on vacation is not taking his fucking phone out of his hands. Yes, exactly. Like, what is happening? Chris Anark, does he normally twitch around his head like that? Never noticed that before now. So Ethan does have Tourette's. I am not making fun of that. I'm not going to make fun of that. It is horrible. But Ethan does have Tourette's where he'll jerk his head around and shit. So you just got to get used to it. Trust me.
Out, right? And that you can't fuck around. You can't.
Jocko with the 5. Maybe Ethan should concentrate on improving his own garbage content rather than preaching at people on Twitter. That's the whole point of this fucking stream.
Make mistakes like that. And yet people are still out there being scumbags. And it just makes me think, like, if you're a famous guy, I hate to tell you, but I think the one night stands, I think it's got to be out.
Okay. So he was making a valid point for a second, being like, hey, you know, like, all this awful shit happens. Maybe like the awful men that do these awful things are awful, right? He was working towards that. And then he immediately just lumps all famous men into it and goes, maybe all famous men should just stop hooking up all the time forever. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening right now? What do you take on his and Hila's relationship? I don't like to comment on their relationship. I really don't. It's not my place. I don't know what goes behind the scenes. They're married. They've been married for fucking years. I'm not jumping on that.
And the reason I say that is to protect you from doing something horrible to somebody and doing something you will regret.
Just be a good person. Don't be a creep. That's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. Don't be a fucking creep. Don't push the boundaries of consent. Respect the word no. Don't follow women around bars. Don't be an asshole. Don't be a fucking weirdo. That's all. Just be normal. That's all it has to be. I don't understand Ethan's, like, points on any of this. Like, it obviously will turn into something horrible. What? Obviously, not every fucking famous person, every regular person is a fucking creep.
And it seems that there's a high enough percentage of women who are regretting these hookups, who feel coerced, who feel like they can be manipulated into doing something they don't want to do. And I just keep seeing the same story over and over and over again. And it's like, what are we going to do about this? Because you would think that something would be changing by now, but it's like the same headline over and over and over again. I think that famous men need to stop having random hookups.
Guys, no more hookups. It's official. Anyone with a platform, no more hookups. I'm gonna become an incel. I'm becoming involuntary celibate. Augie was right. It's official. According to H3H3, you guys need to be incels. Or famous people need to be incels. Like, anyone with over 1 million subscribers or are famous in communities or anything, you can't have sex. No more. It's over. Ethan called it. Men and women in a famous position can't fuck anymore. You can't have a random hookup. You can't meet a girl at a bar and say, you know what, I think having sex with you would be awesome. But that video by Ethan Klein and that tweet by Ethan really taught me that I can't have sex anymore. I can't do it. I can't have sex at all. Sex before marriage is a sin anyways. This is the kind of talking points that I'm literally listening to. All you have to do is be respectful. Like, that is it. That's it. Just be respectful. Be a good person. Have a nice conversation at the bar. If a girl or a guy wants to come back with you and you consent to that and you guys fuck your brains out, go for it. I don't give a fucking shit if you're rich, famous or not. Just fuck away, but don't be a creep. Don't be a creep. I think that bar is so low that you don't have to do that. The bar is so low. You just don't be a creep.
It's just a recipe for disaster and pain and hurt. And it's going to fuck your life up too, right? It's just not worth it. And so this comment comes up like, what's the point of becoming famous then? Well, then therein lies the problem. If you're becoming famous to sleep with a bunch of women, well, that used to be cool. And that used to be a reason to become famous. But now you can go ahead and do that, but it's going to come out. And you're
every woman that has slept. Okay, listen. Here, let's play a hypothetical here. Let's use one of his friends, Post Malone, right? Post Malone has probably fucked. Probably. I'm just speculating here. A lot of women. How many stories about Post Malone have come out that, because I am not aware of that. I don't follow Post Malone's fucking life. I don't. How many women have come out and said that Post Malone essayed them? Or that they felt uncomfortable by having sex with Post Malone? I cannot think of one. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm an idiot. But Post Malone is a very, very famous artist, right? He's a famous man who is a rapper, a songwriter, business entrepreneur. The man makes millions of dollars just being a talented motherfucker, right? Love her or hate him, he's very talented. George Clooney. Is there anything about him that I'm aware of? Tom Hanks. Fucking hell. Like Keanu Reeves. Who else? Like, I know I'm listing probably people that are married and shit, but I'm talking about like when they were on their come-ups before they were married and shit. None of those stories came out. Now, I'm not saying that there's nothing that could have happened. Maybe there was an instance that did happen, but there hasn't been anything like that. So if you become famous, that doesn't necessarily mean, as a man, if you are hooking up with randoms or fans, that you are going to have an essay story about you in the future. That doesn't mean shit. The argument makes no fucking sense. Because if you're just a good person, famous or not, you shouldn't have to get into these situations.
Gonna hurt people. And you're going to end up sleeping with people who were influenced by, who either a fan of yours, who were too drunk, who were influenced by your...
Don't have sex with people that are too drunk. Oh my God. Guys, Ethan Klein cracked the code. If somebody is too drunk and you feel uncomfortable with how drunk they are, don't fuck them. Guys, Ethan Klein just delivered the most controversial statement I have ever heard in my entire life.
Power and aura and just general fame. And so I feel like with fame and power, there needs to be some giving up of responsibility, or there needs to be some more acceptance of responsibility. Like with
acceptance of responsibility for random hookups? Do I have to have every girl? Like here's an example. Let's say I hit 1 million subs, right? That's the dream. 1 million subs. That's the fucking dream. We're gonna get there. I swear to fucking God, we're gonna get there. But let's say I hit 1 million subs. Do I have to, every single time I talk to a girl at a bar, whether they know me or not, and I'm not like being like, oh, I'm really famous. If I say the words I'm really famous to somebody at a bar, I'm already fucking up and already pushing that power differential onto them. So that's something I wouldn't do. Let's say I meet a girl and I want to have sex with them and they want to have sex with me and we're both consenting. Do I have to have her sign a fucking form throughout the entire thing, start to finish? Do I have to do that? If you're both consenting and you're both like, yep, 100%, with no anonymity, no ums or maybes or anything along the lines of like, please don't do that I don't feel comfortable with that, or maybe it's like, maybe not now. don't fuck that person. If they are uncomfortable and you have to pressure that person into a yes, that is bad. That's bad, guys. If you have to pressure somebody into a yes, like constantly pressure them to the point where they're like, oh, okay. That's bad. That's really bad. I'm blowing your minds, but that's bad.
With the power, with the money, with the fame, you have extra responsibility as a man to take extra care with your sexual partners because, listen, the truth is that women have been used and abused for a long fucking time. And it feels super weird that men are now having to be held accountable for what they're doing. And y'all, I guess, aren't ready for that. But I'm just saying, you're not going to get away. You don't get away with it anymore. So like,
what? I need to listen. What? Huh?
Because, listen, the truth is that women have been used and abused for a long fucking time.
Okay. We can agree on that. That's good. Good start.
And it feels super weird that men are now having to be held accountable.
Not now. It's been a couple of fucking decades now that men are being held accountable for their shitty behavior towards women. Okay, let's keep going.
For what they're doing. And y'all, I guess, aren't ready for that. But
I guess we're not ready. Wait, what? Hold on. Guys, everybody. Apparently we're not ready for men to be held accountable for shitty behavior towards women. Apparently we're not ready for that. I guess the whole thing with like Harvey Weinstein and fucking Bill Cosby and all that shit. I guess we're not ready. We're just not ready. Guys, we're not ready. What? Horror and Hellfire, I think it sets a bad precedent insinuating men are automatically going to take advantage of women 100% of the time. Thank you. That's literally how I feel about it. It's kind of fucking dumb that you're going to insinuate automatically that men are going to take advantage of women 100% of the time. That's literally not the case. Not all men are going to take advantage of women all the fucking time. Famous or not. Come on, Ethan.
Just saying, you're not going to get away. You don't get away with it anymore. So like this advice is as much for the men, it's for the men to protect themselves and to protect the women. I'm saying you got to meet someone, get to know them a little bit, make sure that you're both sober and that you've got enthusiastic consent. Because it's just not worth it. I don't think a lot of these guys doing this necessarily want to be hurting people, right? I think they get caught up in the moment. I think they probably have a lot of regrets about how they acted. I don't know, though. Maybe I'm assuming too much.
It sounds like you're assuming a lot, that a lot of these people do that. Now, the guys that get caught doing this awful shit and the women that are, brave enough to come forward and say those things, that's good because those people do need to be held accountable. But not all famous men are going to do that. It's like saying women who aren't famous are going to come out eventually and say a famous/rich person took advantage of them 100% of the time. That's exactly what it sounds like. It's fucking annoying. This whole argument is based on the idea that apparently in Ethan's world, the majority or to the extreme, 100% of rich and famous men are going to commit acts like these people that were on his podcast did. That doesn't make any sense. You're lumping everyone into one fucking group and saying all these kinds of people are going to do awful shit. Now, if somebody said that about something really bad, like let's say somebody decided to take that into a racist route, Ethan would lose his fucking mind. Ethan would lose his mind, and so would normal people. They'd be like, whoa, how come you're insinuating that all these people are like this specific instance of one person or two people or 10 to 15? Why are you comparing all men or one race to all these awful people? The stigma is fucking retarded, Ethan. Both stigmas are insanely wrong for personal experience. Yes.
don't know, right? I don't know how these people feel or what they think about. But I do know that there's a lot of victims of women who are in the wake of these famous men being traumatized, being abused, having lots of regret, being coerced. So what do we do about it? I mean, if you're a famous man coming up, you can't do it. I mean, it's too risky. I think the dynamic of you being famous and powerful and then being a fan and knowing who you are, it's too powerful of a combination. So, like, you can't exploit.
If someone consents to sexual relations and you are not pushing that boundary and being creepy or constantly asking for them to have sex with you until they say yes out of pressure, it's fine. Have sex. If you are not being a fucking creep, you're okay. Guys, be normal. I feel like the whole message of this stream is just be normal.
Like that. It's just, it sucks, right? It sucks because you can't go out there and be a rascal and fuck everyone. You know what I mean? But, which is like apparently the dream of men. That's why they become famous. I didn't know that. I mean, I know that there's like dudes out there, but I find that odd that like you become famous just for that.
Brandon the Crow, the argument he's making is honestly kind of sexist. Like one, it paints all men as predators and it paints all women as helpless victims. Okay. Let's see here. Helpless victims. It also ignores that women can be predators as well. Exactly. Hold on. My friend who invited me to his wedding just called me. I have to call him right back after this.
It's just like, okay, bro, that's really it. That's all there is to life. But yeah, you're not getting away with it. Take him out to dinner. Get to know him a little bit.
Guys, no more random hookups. Ethan Klein said so. Tipster, I can't have hookups. I'm not allowed. Nobody who has any following whatsoever per Ethan Klein can have sex with anybody. You are not allowed to fuck. You're not allowed to meet up with women at the bar and have a consensual night of fucking. You can't do it. No more.
And then you got guys who travel around, right? Who go city to city. I don't know, man. Jerk off. I don't know.
No shot you just said that, Ethan. All these people that go city to city, any famous person that goes city to city, just jerk off. Don't have random hookups. Just jerk off all day. Please. Ethan Klein is begging everybody who travels city to city and they're famous, I need you to jerk off. Jerk off. All of the famous rich men need to jerk off. Just jerk off. This is the dumbest fucking statement I've ever heard in my life.
You know, just beat off, bro. Get some hotel porn. I know it's expensive, but you're rich. Hell, even get a prostitute. Well, I think that's fine, right? I mean, at least you know what's going on there if you hire a prostitute. I don't know what the solution is, but what's happening right now?
It's either you jerk off or you get a prostitute. Let me ask you a question, which is unfortunate because I'm totally open to this. I'm open to this concept. I would like, prostitution should be legal across the country. It should be. Honestly, I'm very, very fucking pro prostitution across the United States. I'm totally open to that. I think it's a great fucking idea. Put the power for women and men in their hands to make sex and make money. Cool. Ethan, you just said go state to state, jerk off or get a prostitute. City to city, jerk off or get a prostitute. Hey, you know a lot of states outlaw prostitution, right? That's illegal. It's illegal. And you can't get that. You can't get that. And apparently, according to Ethan, prostitutes don't get SA'd at all. Like, just buy one. Just buy a prostitute. I need a picture. Oh, yeah. Okay, Ben. But listen, guys, like, what? Apparently, Apparently, Ethan's stating that if these guys who are creeps that are famous and rich could just buy a prostitute and fuck them, everything will be fine. Does anyone like hear what the fuck's coming out of my mouth? Because I'm just I'm dissecting what he's saying because it is so frustratingly stupid to me. Either jerk off or get a prostitute. Huh? Like some of the whoo!
No, it's not working. It is not working. So I don't know if this was a crazy tweet. Is this a crazy thought or a sane thought? What do you guys think? Because I'm getting sick of seeing this happening. I'm getting sick of seeing people that I did respect have their lives and careers ruined.
I get it. You're mad that you're seeing your friends' lives and careers getting ruined. I get it, but come on, dude. It's literally the most brain dead shit I've ever heard in my life. This is an unhinged video. And to the person that was in my chat earlier, the auntie that was like, "Oh, it's so bad. Did you even watch the video?" Yes, I watched the video. That's why I'm going over it. I still laughed at the jerk off part, just like I did now. This is the thing about the aunties that annoy the shit out of me. That's the one thing I'm going to take from Salvo and Coin on this channel is the fucking aunties. These stupid bitches come in here and like pretend like they know what the fuck is going on and immediately start running defense. But then when you start to dissect Ethan's unhinged fucking video, they go into hiding. They go into hiding immediately and they don't watch anything else. So your retardation, you can't spread it to me. I don't get that spread. Like, it ain't happening here. Ethan, being famous, you end up fucking people. It's okay. You end up fucking people. Like, come on, man.
Because they couldn't keep from being pervs. And I'm sick of seeing young women who are being traumatized because they're being coerced into doing things they don't want to do. What the fuck is going on, dude? Somebody's got to figure this shit out.
So it has to be you? It has to be Ethan Klein trying to figure this shit out. That makes no fucking sense. Because Ethan has terrible fucking takes. Just watch an episode of Leftovers with him and Hassan, and you will know immediately that the two men that run that show don't know shit. And this video exacerbates that to like an extreme level where he is insinuating that again, I need to preface this, all famous men should not have hookups with random people or fans because it will lead to an SA situation. Like that happens all the time. It doesn't. It literally doesn't at all. Can people who don't know anything about anything stop pretending they're just the arbiter of serious subjects like this, please? Please, thank you. Exactly.
Ugh. But it's not, shit is changed. It's different now. You can't go out there and just fuck everybody.
Yes, you can.
I think men need to realize like what a powerful thing sex can be. Like, you have to respect the power and the emotional connection that happens there and how violated somebody can feel who like offered you up their body in that sense only to be kind of like discarded or used or to regret it. There needs to be some understanding of that. And I'm not being a prude, right? Like, I'm cool with casual sex. I'm not like a puritanical. I don't think people need to get married or anything. I mean, fuck on the first date. I don't care. I'm just saying there's a specific issue with famous men. Because there's a magnetic pull that you need to be accountable for.
That is a good point, Gara. I forgot about that. Hey, Ethan, Gara of the Rage makes a great point in chat right now. I'm going to read it out to you guys. PewDiePie and his wife were literally a hookup, and she was a fan on top of that. and they got married and have a great life together in Japan. Did anything happen there? Ethan, did PewDiePie do anything wrong? Did PewDiePie SA her? Did PewDiePie use his power and influence to marry the girl and to have sex with the girl? Ethan, your lack of consistency in this argument is immediately exploded by the fact that a good friend of yours, PewDiePie, has done that. And there has been no case of him ever having an SA allegation levied against him, abusing his power for sex, none of that shit. PewDiePie met Marcia through what he did. Come on, Ethan. I want to hear you. How do you call in? Shit, I hit the Premiere Pro. I don't know. You never friended me on fucking Discord. Ex-employee never got a friend request from Keemstar on fucking, whatever. All right, Keem, hold on. Hold on, Keem. Oh my God, what is happening? Okay, Keem, give me like 3 seconds. 3 fucking seconds. Because I want to hear Keemstar's take on this. So, Keem, I'm going to invite you here. That's my Discord. Xylee's server? Okay, we'll just go to Xylee's server. Fuck it. We'll go to Xylee's server. I want to see what Keemstar has to say. Hello, Keemstar. You're live.
Dude, this guy is like the biggest fucking loser ever. Like, what is this?
So how do you feel like he's a loser in this? Because I feel like the concept of the Marcia PewDiePie thing just completely turns all of his points on his head, and he looks like a retard. How do you feel?
Okay, let me get this straight, all right?
Mm-hmm.
His good buddy, all right, Andrew Callahan,
Mm-hmm.
goes out and is a sex pest, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bags women for sex over and over again, makes them feel fucking uncomfortable, pushes all different types of boundaries, whatever, right? Apparently alcohol's involved, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Ethan Klein's first response to this, all right, is, hey, I talked to Andrew. He confirmed this stuff is true. He's guilty, you know, but I want to make sure that his mental's good and he's not suicidal. That's his first response.
Mm-hmm.
His second response to this is, yeah, famous guys, they shouldn't have random hookups. Famous guys, definitely, especially when alcohol is involved, like you shouldn't just do it. It's bad. You got to protect yourself, and you're gonna make these women feel uncomfortable and da 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 da. Who is he talking to? He cannot be talking to famous people, all right? Because famous people have been fucking their fans forever,
Mm-hmm.
all right?
But
Not everyone's getting exposed.
Yeah, that's what I was stating with the PewDiePie thing. PewDiePie and Marcia. Marcia was a fan of PewDiePie. They met in person. There's been no allegations against him, and now they're fucking married and living in Japan.
I fucked a girl that showed up at my fan meetup, all right?
Yeah.
I'm not getting exposed by that girl.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, I get you. The tipster in the chat goes, did Ethan forget that he used his platform to try and find a member of their team to date/hook up? That's a good point.
Mean, dude, when I go to LA and I'm chilling out at the Clout Gang house or whatever in 2017, all right, every fucking YouTuber in there is fucking bitches that are fans. They didn't get exposed. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? All right, we're not talking about famous people hooking up with their fans, because that is not it. All right, and by the way, if you're a girl out there and you're a fan of some fucking YouTuber, influencer, or whatever, all right, and you get to smash them, and the experience is good, there is no downside. All right. You're hanging out with your bitches, drinking your little tea or fucking whatever, pumpkin spice lattes, and you're like, yeah, I fucked this dude. I fucked this dude. Like you're flexing.
Well,
You got some famous dick. There is no problem.
Well, think about it in the opposite sense. Let's say you're out with the boys and fucking a famous girl comes in, like a famous Twitch streamer. You bang her. That's a story for all your friends. You're like, yeah, I fucked her.
Exactly. So that this is not the issue. It's not an issue of famous men fucking their fans or doing one night stand and hook up. That is not the issue. The issue is that these guys are fucking creeps.
Yes.
All right? That these guys are like so desperate to bust the fucking nut that they're harassing women. That is the issue. And by Ethan Klein putting out this, oh, famous guys shouldn't fuck their fans, famous guys shouldn't have random fucking hookups, he's basically inadvertently running cover for Andrew Callahan. All right? If he's saying every experience with famous guys fucking their fans or having random hookups is going to result in these women feeling uncomfortable and having regrets, right? If he's putting this narrative out there, then ultimately he is running cover for the actual root of what happened. And that is Andrew Callahan making these women feel highly uncomfortable. That is the root of this. So it's like, how are we going to let fucking Ethan Klein run cover like this and ignore the root of what the actual problem is? You know, here's some advice to famous people, all right, or normal people, all right. If a girl doesn't fuck with you, all right, and you don't fuck with them, it's that simple, right? You shoot your shot. If she's not into it and she's not fucking down, all right, well, on to the next bitch. Her loss, right? But when you keep pushing it and you become like a sex pest and you become a fucking weirdo, even if you get the prize at the end of this, right? Like, there's no way that's going to even remotely come close, right? To that girl actually being interested in you, actually wanting to fuck you, actually fucks with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's almost like be a good person, don't be a sex pesting freak. Like, oh my God. Shocking.
It's like, what the fuck? Dude, you're dealing with a bunch of socially awkward fucking losers, all right? If you're sitting here bagging like, oh, come on, baby, come on. Like, if you're doing that, you are a fucking loser. Point blank, period, bro. If a girl tells me that she's not interested in me, I literally think, this bitch is dumb. I'm fucking great. Your loss, on to the next. Like, you're never going to catch me being like, oh, baby, are you fucking kidding me? Have some self-respect, motherfucker. You are such a fucking loser if you have to ask twice, bro. Like, and why would you even want to fuck that girl? Dude, if some girl's not interested in me, dude, she is beneath, like, fuck you. I would not want to fuck her anymore. I would not want to do anything with her anymore. Like, these people don't have self-respect. We're dealing with some creepy ass, desperate ass, loser ass motherfuckers, and that is it. That is it. Point blank, period, on God.
By the way, Keem, you transitioned one of the H3 fans. They go, the fact I started as an H3 fan and now I'm a low-key Keemstar fan is crazy. How did this happen? Because Keem's becoming based. Have you not seen all of his tweets recently? Oh, God. Keem left the call. Thank you, Keemstar, for calling in. I appreciate that. But Keem is right. There's no reason for you to constantly ask over and over and over and over again, because that makes you a fucking weirdo. If you have to follow a girl from a bar to another bar to another bar and then potentially to her house, you're a freak. You're an absolute freak. And again, that doesn't mean all fucking men are gonna act that way. It never did. You are just putting your own delusions onto everybody else, and that's what Ethan's doing here. We're not even done with this video yet. I don't even think Keem has seen the clip that's gonna make me laugh my fucking ass off in 3 seconds. It is the worst defense it is the worst analogy I have ever seen in my entire life, and I think it's hilarious. I'm ready for this. Are you ready for the worst analogy you've ever seen in your life? I'm going to let it play until we get to that part.
You need to treat with a special care. And it's in a way, maybe this isn't a good analogy, but like, if you're a trained martial artist, world champion, you know what I mean? Like 3-time black belt, you know how to kill a man with one punch. If you get into a bar fight, you cannot unleash your full fury, because if you go for like a neck throat punch and they end up dying, guess what? You're going to fucking jail. Whereas if it was someone who was untrained, you could, go crazy. You're not going to kill the guy, right? You can fight with all your passion. You don't have to worry about holding back. But
did anyone understand that analogy whatsoever in the context of famous men can't have sex with women? Did anyone understand? Hold on. Wait. Because I didn't fucking understand it whatsoever. I need you guys to re-listen to the worst analogy I've ever heard in my fucking life. Let's just listen to it once again.
And it's in a way, maybe this isn't a good analogy, but like, if you're a trained martial artist, world champion, you know what I mean? Like 3-time black belt, you know how to kill a man with one punch. If you get into a bar fight, you cannot unleash your full fury, because if you go for like a neck throat punch and they end up dying, guess what? You're going to fucking jail. Whereas if it was someone who was untrained, you could, go crazy. You're not going to kill the guy, right? You can fight with all your passion. You don't have to worry about holding back. But if you have the potential to kill someone, you know how to do it, and you can do it easily.
Okay. I don't even know where to start with this one. I saw Chud Logic try to tackle this, and his face was exactly like mine. Just completely like, what the fuck are you even talking about right now? So let's deconstruct this real quick. I want to deconstruct this specific point because it's so blatantly retarded. Okay, so if you are a professional martial artist with a black belt, you can't go full hog and kill somebody. Okay. But if you're a non-professional, no black belt, no professional fighter whatsoever, you could go full hog and potentially kill somebody and not go to jail? Wait, what? That doesn't compute. I'm going to give him some, I'm going to try and make this make sense to myself and to everybody in this chat. So, from what I understand, he's comparing, and this is me being, charitable to him, comparing you being rich and famous to being a professional martial artist, which means you have the skills necessary and the tools necessary to do something horrible because you are well known in it. Okay, I think that's the way I'm gonna phrase that. It's so retarded, I'm just trying to clasp it onto something. And then there's the other half, where if you're a normal person with no fame, no warrior skill, I guess is how we want to put this, and you do something horrible, it's not the same effect. What? Excuse me? What the fuck does... It still doesn't make any sense. Even if I try to be charitable, it still doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I'm really trying to wrap my brain around this, chat. I really am. Because I can't mentally do the gymnastics that Ethan is doing in this one cut video. To be honest, he should have watched the video back before uploading this, because that is the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. Weird Collar Guy, member for 4 months. Ethan is using the Chewbacca defense for this, I guess. I fucking guess? I don't know. It's so... Oh, God. This... Anytime I had to, research Ethan, I wanted to die. Because I had to scroll, I had to go through shit like this on a constant basis. I hate talking about Ethan because Ethan constantly does stupid shit like this. I'm still wrapping my brain around the fact that he tried to consider that if you're a martial artist expert, you'll go to jail if you kill someone. But if you're a normal person, you can fight at your full extreme and potentially kill someone and you're fine. That doesn't even track. It doesn't track. Also, I want to say thank you to all the donations today. It's really fucking nice of everybody.
You don't do it, right? And that's common knowledge of people who are highly trained martial artists. They know that. And in a way, again, I don't know if this is a stupid analogy, but it's kind of the same thing, right? If you're famous.
Yes, Ethan. It's a stupid analogy. Yes, Ethan. It's fucking retarded. Yes, Ethan. It's retarded.
Powerful, and you go out. You have this edge. You have this magneticism. You know, people are going to be more pulled to you, especially fans of yours. And so in the same way, you've got to be careful with what you've got there. Does that make sense?
I still don't understand his point. Even just be careful with what you have, okay? Your point still doesn't stand in any normal retrospect. Trying to attribute logic to this entire video is just mentally draining on me. It's mentally draining that I have to try to attribute logic to this stupid bullshit I'm listening to right now.
What do y'all think? Is it crazy? I don't know.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I know.
You're crazy.
All I do know is this is one shot, one take. I'm going to upload it to my channel. And if y'all got a problem with it, please don't unsubscribe because I cherish and need every single one of you.
Keem, help me out here, man. I'm like, he goes, if you, an unpopular opinion, then proceeds to beg his fans not to unsubscribe from that unpopular opinion. What? Oh my God, dude. I can't. I knew it in the beginning when I said that this was made to shore up his opinion and to make sure his fans are on the same page as him so that they don't get mad at him and eat him alive. I was right. That section right there just fucking proved it to all of you. All of you. Every single one of you. That statement I made at the beginning of this stream, accurate. 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 Tipster goes, he went full DSP. True. True, my guy. I've never... Christ almighty. I've never been more annoyed by a video in my entire life. It's completely retarded. Is there any more to this fuck? It's over. It's over. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Oh my God. This has been cancer. This has been cancer. He lost 313 followers on Twitter after this video was posted. You lose followers all the time. I lose like 20 followers a fucking day and then gain like 20. Like, Twitter's stupid like that. But I just don't... I don't know what to think of this entire fucking video. Him begging for his fans not to leave him because of a controversial opinion. Proceeds to make the dumbest opinion I've ever seen in my entire life that we have deconstructed to the point of nauseum. Then he proceeds to do an analogy that I guess makes sense in his brain. I don't fucking know, man. I've lost the plot on this fucking video. And then proceeds to beg his fans not to unsubscribe from him because he cherishes them. I don't understand how Ethan is, like, still as popular as he is. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. I don't. Not anymore. Like I for a while now, I've just been like questioning why Ethan has like this significant fan base outside of the Trisha H3 Frenemies meta, working with Hassan and everything like that. But like, I can't mentally grasp why people take this man seriously in any sense. And it shows blatantly by this video how disconnected he is from like normal people thought processes, normal everything. It doesn't sink in my brain as to why people take this man seriously. I don't get it. I don't get why these people take him seriously. His fucking weirdo little fan cults in the H3 subreddit that have done horrible shit to people. I don't understand his side of the internet. I don't. That's like a whole community of people that I'm just completely shocked still exist. Like, I'm not saying he should lose his platform or anything. It's just mentally, like, how did this man climb up the ladder like he did? I used to really like H3. You know, back in the day, I feel like that's a sentence everyone has said. Everyone at one point had said, I really liked H3's content. Everybody at one point has said that. And if you say you didn't, you're a liar, and you definitely did at one point. But his descent into madness is so frustrating because people still take him seriously. That's the part that annoys the shit out of me. Stop taking him seriously because this whole entire situation is retarded. Christ. Okay. Wow. This is fucking stupid. Okay. So let me pull some other stuff up because right now we got past the Ethan shit. Let's see here. Is there any updates to any of the stories that we've done recently? Let's see here. You know what? There's an update. I guess we could talk about this even though it's an H3 video. Boop, boop, boop. Apparently Logan Paul is doing an update to Crypto Zoo. If you guys want the update on that, we can just add a quick tidbit here in the stream. Let's pull that up. So apparently Logan just tweeted out my 3-step plan for Crypto Zoo, including a $1.3 million reward program for disappointed players. Thank you, CoffeeZilla. I don't know. First he threatens to sue Coffee, deletes his video, then goes to the fucking Discord and says, we're going to change everything, and then makes a video thanking CoffeeZilla. I'm so confused why he's doing this.
CoffeeZilla is not a criminal. I called him. I apologized. My initial response to his series was that of fire, an ego flare, whatever it is.
Dude, you compared him. You tried to like say that CoffeeZilla and Keemstar are like slanderous people or some shit, and that that CoffeeZilla did it all for views. You can't hide behind the statement of it was just an ego statement. I got caught up in my ego. Wait, what?
Pride. I'm a fighter at heart, and I was defensive because I know I never scammed anyone with this project. I never made any money, never sold any tokens, and I only had the best intentions going in. But the fact is that suing CoffeeZilla is not going to help CryptoZoo holders, so I do need to focus my attention where it should be, which is on fans and supporters of me. You guys mean the world to me, so I'd like to announce my 3-step plan moving forward. Step 1, Jeff and I are going to burn our Zoo tokens so we have no financial upside in the game, and it will add value to holder tokens. Step 2, we want to offer a rewards program for players who are disappointed in the status of the game. So essentially you're going to be able to burn your base egg or your base animal for the mint price, which was 0.1 ETH or the equivalent in BNB. I am personally committing 1,000 ETH to this, which is about $1.3 million right now for players.
God, when Logan's not being like entertaining, he's fucking boring. You're so boring, Logan. Fuck.
You want to get out. And then step 3, obviously finish and deliver the game as outlined in the white paper by completing the egg bridge from ETH to BSC for base animals and base eggs, completing the marketplace, and obviously completing the releasing your animals into the wild to accrue your yield function. To say I am disappointed in how this was handled internally is an understatement.
Maybe not hire scam artists. Maybe look into the people that you're hiring, Logan. I don't fucking know. I don't even care. Logan's a retard. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter to me. I think Logan's a dumbass. Like, he can do all the good faith in the world, and sure, he might be able to turn around and I can be like, maybe Logan's all right now. But he's gonna do something that just takes away my good charitable nature. He's just gonna rip it away. I don't even give a shit. Like, good on him for saying that he's going to increase the value of the token and help out the original people. But, like, I don't care. Logan, you shouldn't have hired the people that you hired in the first place. I feel like you still haven't come to grips with that just yet. Whatever. Fuck you, Logan. Fuck you. It doesn't matter to me. I don't fucking care. Logan Paul, dumbass. Oh, fuck. All right, what else we got? I'm pretty sure I saw a BX Bullet fucking tweet somewhere, but I don't care enough about that bimbo bitch. Let's see here. Anything else? Anything else? I don't know. The only thing to talk about today was Ethan. I don't know anything else. Couldn't Logan get sued? Logan could potentially get sued if it reached that point, but I don't think it will. I think he's gonna do just fine. There might be a class action lawsuit from one of the holders if he doesn't fix anything, but I don't know yet. I don't care. I don't care. Logan sucks ass. Like when we covered that story, it was very intriguing. Now all the update stuff, I want to give Logan the benefit of the doubt, but he really just doesn't deserve my charitability. I'm usually pretty charitable to people up to a point, but with him, it's fucking stupid. It's stupid to give charitability to Logan because he never gives he never reciprocates that charitability by actually changing. Like he'll turn around and go, I'm really getting a lot of good faith. A lot of people are thinking I'm doing a lot better. Then 4 years later or something, or 2 years later, or barely a year later, he just does something retarded. He's not worth it. He's not worth my charitability. Velma show review. We might do that on Twitch for shits and giggles. I think we're gonna do that for shits and giggles because that show apparently is just getting reamed the fuck out of. We'll probably do that on Twitch for shits and gigs. I think this is where we're going to end it. I know it was a pretty short stream today. I think I'm going to change the stream format to have multiple topics at once, but I do like doing this one topic. I do like the idea of doing the one topic streams every time. I know that doesn't really help out for the algorithm, but I think I'm going to start doing that. I still have to kind of work those out. Kind of like take the idea of how a lot of other streamers do it that do commentary, like what Mediker did or anyone like that. So I'm really considering my options. But right now, the one topic stream on YouTube is pretty good, and then members only streams and Twitch streams are where I like fuck around and creators call in and everything. So I want to say thank you to everybody that donated today. It's greatly appreciated. I really hope you did enjoy the stream. Keemstar, thank you for calling in to shit on your arch rival again. I'll be honest. Every time Ethan does something that's incredibly fucked up, the people that don't like Keem, you got to start listening to Keem on some shit. Because, like, when it comes to the Ethan Klein stuff in particular, that man's on point recently. So, please be sure to subscribe, make sure you subscribe over to the other channels that I collaborate on. Make sure you subscribe to the Woman Only podcast, the broadcast, Doc on the Radio, the Keemstar Show. Everyone that was really supportive over the past couple of weeks. Make sure you guys do that. Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. I'll see you guys on Twitch in a little bit. We'll just be on there fucking around. If you don't like Twitch, then I will upload one of the VODs to members only if something fun happens there. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.